One of the best in the business, Mr. Dan Movahedi, about to get this one underway. 3 5-minute rounds if they need them. The Cage Warriors, a lightweight division. Alexander Sullivan in the red and black. Manuel Lancioli in the solid black shorts. Sullivan had a busy couple of weeks with Cage Warriors. He was obviously out cornering last week a number of his teammates at CMAC on the card in Ireland. This week he gets his run out here in Italy.
High-paced start here, both these guys throwing down. You know, Sullivan is known for his strong grappling. You know, one of the questions coming into this fight would be, is he going to try and take Lancioli down and frustrate him on the ground? And early into this fight, it doesn't look like that's going to be the way.
He's having his way with the Italian on the feet here. Warning for a clash of heads. Lancioli's background is in amateur wrestling, so perhaps that's why Sullivan looking to keep this one standing a little bit.
Strong body lock position here for Sullivan, but was on both sides for Lancioli. Just controlling that pace a little bit. Two very rangy guys for the division. Right hand lands for Sullivan.
Watch your heads!
And they are throwing down here, and again, referee Dan Movahedi having to ask them to watch their heads. And Sullivan gets stung with a shot that time, but he is swinging wildly as Lancioli.
These guys must have been inspired by that first fight. Wasting absolutely no time. Nice left hand there by Sullivan.
Sullivan looking the much more precise of the two on the feet though.
Cut on the eye of Lancioli already.
Interesting to see if that was from one of the head clashes or one of the punches. I believe it was from a punch. Left on the break for Sullivan.
He had a lot of success with that left hand.
Oh, catches him coming in. Lancioli's got to get those hands up.
Butchering the right side of Lancioli's face. Nice body kick.
Lancioli just being made to miss here, and Sullivan capitalizing nearly every time.
Every time Lancioli comes in, Sullivan's just pulling back and firing with that left and landing. There's the first takedown attempt. Straight onto the back here, attempt to get straight on the back. Lancioli gets himself to the fence, not a bad idea here. Blood dripping down the face.
And the eyes swelling badly as well. We know how tough Lancioli is. He doesn't mind getting into a scrap, but he's going to have to change his tune a little bit here.
And Sullivan not slowing down the pace of those strikes despite being on the ground. He's going to try and transition to top position here, I think, as Lancioli tries the stand. He's got to be careful not to slip off the top there, and there he does. A big mistake there. And that allows for a second Lancioli into top position, and now he's going to go for a takedown. Lancioli on the single leg. But O'Sullivan's going to try and hit a reversal here and try and take the back off of this. A really tense position here in the long legs of O'Sullivan. Almost able to get a second hook in, but he's very high. He's probably going to slip off this position. If Lancioli pulls out of here, he should be able to maintain top position. He's got to watch a potential reverse triangle or armbar attempt. You can see that left leg of O'Sullivan trying to find its way into a position here. But a pretty good position for Lancioli as he pulls out, and now he's in top position. Is he going to try and take the back? He goes for strikes, and Sullivan straight back to his feet. Really nice exchanges on the ground.
Lancioli will end the round in a dominant position, but make no mistake about it, this was all Alexander Sullivan.
Absolutely fresh by comparison. Body shot with that left leg for Lancioli again. He has been having some success with that. Some marking on the body of Sullivan. He drops him for a second and somehow he manages to stay on his feet.
Man, what's Lancioli made of? Looked like the knees went right out.
Absolutely. He's got to be careful now. Yes, he didn't hit the mat, but damage was certainly done with that shot. Lancioli now trying to use the fence to slow down the pace a little bit, but it's O'Sullivan with the double underhooks. Lancioli looking sort of physically the stronger of the two a little bit in this clinch, but positionally not where he wants to be. Another left hand lands, and there's a shot there, and it's slow, and it's easily sprawled.
And again, cracking him with the left on the way in is O'Sullivan.
Yeah, Lancioli needs to be really careful of those entries because he's not setting them up and he's closing the distance a little haphazardly. He's going to eat some shots, and I'm not sure how many he can take. O'Sullivan's still got a lot of sting in those punches. He tries to take the leg out. He forces O'Sullivan to his knees. He's on the back standing here. O'Sullivan does a great job, and now it looks like it's going to be O'Sullivan trying to get round to the back, a similar position we saw in the first.
And just making sure those elbows are good, and they are.
Yeah, and O'Sullivan, we saw this in the first round. He does a fantastic job of really effectively striking, really damaging shots whilst in these grappling exchanges. You can see Lancioli here, he's locked onto the leg, he's holding on, he wants to try and hit the transition here, but he's just taking so much damage. A lot of the time, a guy will try and grapple equally against that, but O'Sullivan's not doing that. Even though the position is stagnant, he's absolutely winning this position with the damage done. And again, we see him trying to throw that long leg to the far side here. He's trying to set something up. The armbar is potentially there. He's in a Kimura position. I do feel like Lancioli is going to pull that arm out. He's just going to explode out and remove the arm. But, as he gets a little bit more tired and a little bit slower on the reactions, there are opportunities for submission attempts here. I mean, could O'Sullivan just try and remove that arm and go for a Kimura? He's got both hooks in now, but he's so high up the back. If Lancioli just pulls upwards out of this, he's going to find himself in a top position, but he's just not moving much. And there you go, he pulls out eventually, straight the standing on the back again. But O'Sullivan, a great job, repeatedly does this every time Lancioli's in that back standing clinch position. Sullivan is turning round and he's working for defensive positioning on the ground straight away. And again, damages with the elbow. And this is the thing, you've got to feel like Lancioli is trying these grappling exchanges to try and stop the damage being done by O'Sullivan. And the reality is he's not managing to stop the damage, even though he's having some success in forcing defensive grappling positions.
I mean, this is Lancioli's bread and butter out the amateur wrestling, and sometimes when you're in panic mode and you're almost on instinct, you go back to this, but as you say, Dan, in terms of winning the fight, it's not doing much for him.
Well, this is it, the instincts are there to sort of get on a leg, and he's doing it well, but he's spending too much time in these positions. He needs to be moving and chaining his wrestling together to try and force, at the very least, force O'Sullivan to react a little bit more to the grappling so he doesn't have that opportunity to stabilize position and throw elbows.
Keep stepping, keep using your feet.
O'Sullivan's calling for the knees on the inside. Lancioli going back to work with that front kick to the body.
Watch your fingers, Alex.
Lancioli landing a nice right hand there, but again, that shot just not snappy enough from him.
And again on the single leg. Sullivan moves the head to the inside and strikes his way out of the wrestling exchange. And now Lancioli looking very tired.
Oh, high kick from Alexander O'Sullivan. Lancioli stepping in, and my goodness.
And Lancioli's going to have to find a solution to the problem.
Lancioli kicking to the body. Ooh, tries the crescent kick there.
Shot there. It's fast, but again, look at the reactions of O'Sullivan. Immediately maneuvering into this sort of switch position. He takes a far side, the right hand, hooks for the Kimura grip. We've seen him do this almost every single time. And he's again trying to take the back. He's very, very high. But if he can secure the back position, he has an arm isolated already. And probably a smart move there to jump off of the back, because it looked like he was going to slip off, especially in the third round. These guys are super slippery, very sweaty. And now it's O'Sullivan in control of the grappling, decides to break.
He's pretty confident at this stage that his man doesn't really pose as much of a threat in that striking range. Oh, big knee from O'Sullivan.
Lancioli catches the knee and again trying to utilize. And again, look at that control, that defensive work. He tries to take the back. He's got to be careful here. Jumps on the back. He's low for now. Lancioli's going to try and shrug him off.
O'Sullivan up on the back now.
He's trying, I think he's in a half Nelson position here, putting pressure on the neck to force Lancioli onto his back here. He's got an inside body triangle locked off, and this is a great position now. Can he get the arm underneath the neck? He doesn't want to allow Lancioli to get to his knees, because if he can get to his feet, the risk of slipping off the top becomes high. O'Sullivan, if he's able to, force Lancioli to roll, take away the ability to shrug him off the back, and then he can really try and threaten that choke. Trying the transition to mount now, or at least threatening the mount position. If Lancioli tries to turn onto his back, he's in a strong mount position, and we've already seen how effective those elbows are from O'Sullivan. There's the mount, switches straight to the back again. He's trying to flatten him out, but you can see how high he is. An adjustment there from O'Sullivan. Very good grappling work here in a difficult position. And again, he's got to be careful about slipping off. And I think we're going to see O'Sullivan realize this and possibly step off this position. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have the opportunity to. He slipped off. He's trying to take an armbar here, but the elbow is already sort of pretty loose. Oh, the armbar for a second there is extended, and he finds himself on his back now. And this is the risk of attacking that back position when someone is long like this. When it's late in the fight, they're very slippery.
The question is, does Lancioli have enough left to finish this fight? Because that's what he's going to have to do here. He is going to have to carve O'Sullivan to pieces and get the stoppage, and I just don't think he's going to have it in him, Dan. The pace on this has been absolutely torrid.
Yeah, I think so much energy put into these takedown attempts. He's happy to be in this position, but I'm not sure he can do enough to win this fight at this point. And I have to say, I absolutely love the offensive work from O'Sullivan off of his back. We've seen him throw out triangle armbar attempts, and he's still trying to do damage with those elbows from underneath. Again, an angle cut here. He wants the armbar. He gets extension on the arm, but these guys are so slippery. There is just no purchase on these positions to finish armbars. So difficult at this point in any fight. And now it's Lancioli trying to take the back, and he ends up on his back.
30 seconds are left on the clock.
And I've got to say, what a performance from Alexander O'Sullivan tonight. He's looked fantastic on the feet. He's looked fantastic on the ground. And he's going to finish this fight. Again, slipping off the back.
Lancioli looking to come over the top with ground and power, but it'll be consequential at this stage. 10 out of 10 for effort.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to our judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this bout 30-27 in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. In the blue corner, Alexander the Wolf Sullivan.